Well, hello, everyone. My name is Alicia Hurt, and I am the founder and executive director for I See My Baby, a nonprofit. We have just established our first official Women's Wellness Center, which is a year-round retreat for holistic wellness practices. One of our practices is Yoni steaming. We've gotten a lot of questions as we are gearing up to open. And so I wanted to go through this presentation so that you have a reference, you have a tool, you're able to understand the process and the significance of Yoni steaming before our grand opening January 2025. Here we go. Yoni steaming is also known as vaginal steaming. It is a holistic practice that involves sitting over a bowl or on an actual throne chair and steaming water infused with herbs to promote reproductive and vaginal health. The purpose of training is because it's a self-care ritual and it is designed to cleanse, rejuvenate, and heal the womb of a woman of all ages for reproductive health, hygiene, and supporting you both spiritually and carnally as a woman. We'll dive more deeper into that, but I wanted to really hone in on the purpose and the reason behind this training. So let's get into the history. So it's an ancient practice. It's rooted in traditional medicine across cultures, such as Africa, Asia, Central America, and indigenous tribes. So what's the significance, you might ask? Well, in Korea, it's called chayuk, a postpartum cleansing practice. So after women have their baby, they go through this to support clearing out their lining of their womb, also helping them to bring back their form, their shape, helping with their belly movement to kind of come on back together, right? And also to cleanse and to detox your system and to purge you, because going through pregnancy, you have so many different hormones, so many different changes in your system. And so it's a practice that they utilize in Korea for postpartum cleansing. Also, the Mayan midwives use steaming to assist with, like I said, postpartum recovery and menstrual irregularities. So if your period maybe comes every other month, maybe every several months, it's not consistent, it helps with that. If your period maybe stays longer, like 7 to 10, like it's just a long period, it helps regulate that. If you have menstrual cramps, it also supports with that. African traditions, they embrace it as a spiritual and physical healing method. Remember, I hit on spiritual and carnal, meaning it supports you, of course, with your hygiene, with hot flashes and things of that sort. But spiritually, it helps you. If you're going through depression, a lot of times after you've had a baby, you have postpartum, it helps with that. It helps you as a woman because we hold so much in our womb. Spiritually, it just helps you to release, detoxify, and it gives you clarity. So modern wellness movements have revived the practice for its physical and its emotional benefits. And I gave a couple of those examples as well. So let's dive into the benefits. So I've jumped ahead, but it's quite all right. I'm so passionate about this. So the physical health, it cleanses the uterus and the vaginal canal. It balances hormones and it reduces menstrual cramps. It improves circulation to the reproductive system and it addresses symptoms of menopause. So if you have dryness, if you have hot flashes, or even premenopause symptoms. It aids in postpartum recovery by promoting healing, as I mentioned before. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, you guys. All right, so let's dive into the emotional and spiritual benefits. So it encourages self-love and relaxation. It promotes a moment of mindfulness and connection to one's body. It releases stored trauma and emotional blockages. And I am telling you from personal experience, this is, like my mom would say, of a truth. This is truthful. It stands. And that is one of the reasons why I'm passionate about having it being a part of our programming at the Women's Wellness Center for women, both that want to birth those physical babies and those spiritual babies. If they want to be empowered, if they're going through depression, along your journey as you're navigating, you just don't know how much you're harboring and holding in your womb. Woo! It really helps to help restore you, to release any blockages that you might have. It also helps with fertility and reproductive support. It may assist in regulating your menstrual cycles, as I've mentioned previously. It supports with healing from fibroids, endometriosis, and cysts. And it prepares the womb for conception. Now, remember, I am not a doctor. I am not a licensed medical professional. However, as it relates to being in the holistic realm and understanding the power of Yoni steaming, also being an herbalist, also supporting women as a life coach, and personally as a mother, I know the power of the Yoni steaming. And as you've seen in the previous slides, this is way before I was born, right? And it has been used in several, and continues to be used in several different cultures to support women. So you always want to seek counsel of your doctor to make sure that he or she is comfortable with you doing the Yoni steaming and supporting you in your overall womb health and cleansing process. So, big question, why you should do a Yoni steam. Here we go. You ready? So, it helps to remove toxins from the womb and the vagina. It supports the body in regulating hormonal levels. It creates a space for relaxation and emotional release. It aids in uterine contractions and healing after childbirth. And you want to do it after you're cleared from your doctor, that 6-week period when they said, all right, you're good to go for exercising, continuing with intimacy and things of that sort, then you can do your Yoni steam. It enhances connection with your feminine energy and your sexuality. So frequency, you're like, okay, Alicia, I hear it. I'm ready to do it, but how often should I do it? Well, listen up. General wellness, we say at least once a month after your menstruation. So if this week is your menstruation, then you want to schedule your Yoni steam for that following week. Fertility preparation, 2 to 3 times a month before your ovulation, because when you're ovulating, we need to focus on something else, ladies. So 2 or 3 times a month before your ovulation. And if you are going through programming with us, with I See My Baby, we'll have all of this in your plan, and we'll have it where you know how to check when you're ovulating. You'll have all your information that you need, and you'll know when to do your Yoni steaming, so that way you can get that 2 to 3 times a month in. Yoni steaming can actually be done once a week. It's herbs, so it's natural, literally like you make tea to go to bed or just to sip on. It is an herb. It is very natural. You can't overdose on it, so to speak. And you can do it at least once a week. But if you want to just do it for your overall general wellness, we say right after your cycle. If you don't have a cycle, sis, you can just do it any time of the month, but at least once a month. It's good for Yoni steaming practice. Again, for fertility, 2 to 3 times a month. Also for postpartum, weekly after your 6 weeks is up, weekly, because you want to take away all of the afterbirth that's still there in your lining. You want to really recenter yourself. You want to tighten up that uterus, tighten up. So, because remember, you've gone through birth, you've used that muscle, and so your doctor would say to you, you have to do Kegels and things of that sort. Well, Yoni steaming will help you as well in that regards. Also, menopause or premenopause, once a week really helps to relieve dryness and those hot flashes. Did I say those hot flashes? Those hot flashes. It also helps with emotional healing, and you can do it as needed. Again, you can do it once a week. It's really up to you. And when you're there steaming, you're just not sitting there. You can either listen to something therapeutic. Our 2 rooms, we have music there for you, instrumental music to really just help you, similar to when you're going to have a massage done, just to help you to relax and really just focus in on yourself, focus in on being better, focus in on feeling better. So with emotional healing, you can do it literally at least once a week, and it helps to relieve stress and or trauma. It releases it from you. All right. So is yoni steaming good for all ages? Da-da-da-da-da. So teenagers, it helps to regulate irregular cycles. And again, you have to do it after your cycle. So you want to do it either before or after your cycle. You cannot do it during your cycle. Also, if you have any, and it says it here in the slides, I'm just going ahead, but if you have any open sores, any infections, if you're pregnant, no yoni steaming. It's a big no, big X, no yoni steaming. No yoni steaming. That's all I'm going to say. No yoni steaming. For your reproductive years, it's good because it helps to address, again, fertility. It helps with menstrual pain and postpartum care. And then for menopausal women or premenopause, again, it alleviates dryness, hot flashes, and discomfort. You will be amazed of the results when you yoni steam. All right, so let's break down how a yoni steaming works. So 1, we have a blend of herbs that we use at the center. There are, if you research, you go on YouTube, there are all kinds, but there's a special blend that we like to use at the Wellness Center. You steam them and it opens up your pores and it allows the herbal properties to penetrate the tissues in your vaginal area. The duration, they say you can do 20 to 30 minutes. We do 40 to 45 minutes at the center, just to allow you that time to really just breathe, relax, right? And enjoy the steam. And then, of course, the environment, it should be calming. It should be a sacred place. We have the flicker candles. You have to come and see. We have the soothing music. And we will have affirmations for you if you so choose to. Some women just say, nope, I got my earbuds. I have my podcast I'm listening to, or my favorite Spotify or what have you. That's fine. But we do have affirmations. If you're going to be there with the group, we do groups for parties, social type events. It's a thing, ladies, to actually come together with your sisters. It's so supportive for one another to come together as a group, whether it's for a birthday party, you guys are just getting together and say, you know what, we need some relaxation. We need a spa day. You guys can get together and literally exchange conversation. I remember doing it with my friends. When did we go? I want to say it was in February or March. And we just started talking about things that it's so funny. I'm not giving away our tea. But just wild things that we've done, and we had a good time with it, and we all walked away with a different experience, and we actually were able to get back together on our group chat and just talk about how we felt afterwards. So you can actually steam with your friends. It's a thing. It is a thing. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel confident and empowered as a woman. This is what we're doing with the Yoni steam. Again, remember I told you it is carnal, physical, and it's also spiritual and connecting with oneself. So here's a list of the herbs that are commonly used. Again, you may see hundreds of different blends, right? But these are the most commonly used herbs that we use for our blends and that support your overall health. Safety and best practices. So again, consult your doctor, especially if you have any medical conditions, because we are not doctors. We are not your doctor. We are just your herbalist team, your holistic team. We just support you with your well-being, with your womb health, but you have to talk to your doctor if you have any fibroid issues, any open sores, any infections. You need to talk to your doctor. Again, after you have your baby, you must be cleared from your doctor. That's 6 weeks. When you're cleared, then just come on down and we will support you in your steaming. Remember, for hygiene purposes, you need to use clean equipment. And so after every person, we sanitize thoroughly. We also use the one-time use sheets. So it's very clean. And remembering using organic herbs, and we do that as well. Listen to your body, right? If you feel some type of discomfort, which you should not, you need to listen to your body. You need to also consult with your practitioner, because something may be going on, because the herbs should not make you feel that way. And then also avoid it during your cycle. Remember, I said either before your cycle, 1 week before, or 1 week after. And if you chart your cycle, you know when it's coming, so you can plan accordingly. My preference is after my cycle, but if I was able to, I would do it before and after, just to get that benefit for that overall help. So for me personally, after I do my yoni steaming, I don't have period cramps. My cramps aren't bad, but I don't like them. Who likes to be in pain? So I don't have bad period cramps. And then after yoni steaming, you would also see a different color of your period. And my periods tend to be darker, which means that it's shedding more from my lining, especially after I had my last baby. I did a yoni steam, and I did it like way after having him. And I still had things that needed to come out that were just there on my lining, because when you menstruate every month, you don't get everything out. Everything doesn't purge and clear out of your system. So just a little tip. Also, if you're pregnant, no, you cannot do a yoni steam. And again, any infections, no, because it will irritate you. It will counteract whatever is going on with you. And you just don't want to feel uncomfortable. If you're going through something, yeast infection, what have you, get past it, reschedule, and then come back when you're cleared to experience your yoni steam. All right, so we are wrapping up. We're wrapping up. I'm not leaving you. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us at icmybaby.org. You can come and stop past the Wellness Center at 310 South Scott Street in Bainbridge, Georgia. You can give us a call. You can email us at info@icmybaby.org. Just remember that yoni steaming is more than a physical treatment. It's a self-care ritual that empowers women to connect with their feminine essence and prioritize their wellness. Whether you're seeking physical healing, emotional balance, or a moment of just pure relaxation, this ancient practice can provide profound benefits for women of all ages, capital A, capital L, capital L. Women of all ages, you can benefit from a yoni steaming session. Okay, again, my name is Alicia Hurt. I thank you for your listening ear, and I really hope to see you at the Women's Wellness Center in Bainbridge, scheduling for your steam. Take care and have a wonderful day. Also, I'm going to leave you with the price points here. If you have any questions, if you're ready to book, you see the QR code here on the screen. And yes, you can add complimentary things to your packages. And then we also have other holistic products that we sell at the center, just to support your whole overall health and well-being. Again, thank you so much. And you all take care. And don't forget to follow us and connect with us on social media.